to 10 Minutes with Trae, where I keep things short and sweet. Hopefully. So let's get on with this journey and see where it takes us. Today's topic is shedding old narratives in order to become the art that you wish to create for the world. And I chose to be in front of this amazing piece of art at the Shoppe that was co-created by Nehemiah Edwards, a professional artist in downtown Milwaukee, and myself. We collaborated to create this mural at the Shoppe for the 11-year anniversary, which was about a month ago. I have no words, actually. Every time I sit in this space and I think about the wonderful experience I had transforming the splatter wall into what it is today, the more my heart melts. You know, it really does. And if you know me, you know. And so one of the cool things that happened in this process of turning out the creativity for this mural was that I connected with somebody that I didn't know prior, at least not in this lifetime. And this person, being a creative, has a very unique perspective on creativity, art, and life. And so I was really grateful to have conversations along the way throughout the creative process that helped me remember that the time is now to shed the old and welcome and trust and open up to a new narrative, to creativity, to peaceful interaction, to healthful engagement, to spiritual energy that connects us and brings us together. And I've just, like, every day since this mural went up, I've been shedding and shedding and shedding and shedding. And even here at the Shoppe, I've been giving away so many plants to just try to open space for something new, for new energy, for new ideas, for new experiences, for new people to come into the Shoppe, into the space. And that has been cathartic, to say the least. It's been really sweet. I've really enjoyed giving away many of the plants, even though some of them are close to my heart. I plan on visiting them often and making sure that they're doing well, just in case I've got some amateurs that I'm working with. So anyway, I came on today to try to start moving forward down this journey of starting my YouTube channel and starting to do more videos on little quick topics like this. So last year was a really interesting year for me because it was filled with growth, but it required me to shed and shed and shed, and I'm still shedding. And one of the things that was revealed to me last year was the narrative that I have spoken to and of myself. Yes, we can argue that the outside forces and the outside interactions that we have lead to certain feelings, expressions, sensations about ourselves. We can argue that all day, and that is technically true, but we have to kind of move away from this happened to me. For me personally, I've always had a tendency to victimize myself because I have been victimized in the past, and then martyrize myself because I have absolutely been taken advantage of. My gifts of kindness have been overwhelmingly taken advantage of over the years. And one of the things I've really learned is that these are practices that I have welcomed into my inner circle. These are practices that have been sort of invited by me in order to learn these lessons, in order to create these narratives that ultimately were really toxic for me, so that I would kind of turn back around and really kind of see the light. So today is more about shedding than it is really about talking about those things. I think that it's really important that, you know, sometimes it can be really nice to not like specify a trauma or specify an interaction or specify a situation, because I think it makes it like a little bit more universal. So if I say to you, I have trauma, and you also have trauma, but my trauma is in one department and yours is in another, the word trauma it just helps us associate a little bit better with one another. We both have trauma, period, end of story, and we both have healing to do as a result of that. And so I don't think it really matters what type. I think just knowing and having compassion for the fact that humans experience trauma at some point in their life is the most important part. I think that it's time that we start trying to define less and empathize more, and stop worrying about the people outside when we can be worrying about what's happening on the inside, and really just engaging with our spirit and engaging with our whole self to become the art that we wish to create. I believe that it takes a lot of support. I believe it takes a lot of honoring your shadow. And I believe that it takes a lot of work. You know, people talk about the work. And I remember recently having a conversation with my niece after a visit to Florida, where a friend of mine kept talking about the work, the work, the work, the work, the work, the work. And Titi said, gosh, he just keeps talking about how much he's working. And I said, do you know what he means when he says the work? And she goes, well, I don't know, maybe not. And I said, he's doing the work, and the work is different than work. So the work is diving in, it's honoring your shadow, it's honoring the ugly, it's honoring the things that you shouldn't have said out loud, the times when you didn't have a filter, it's honoring the mistakes that you've made over time, it's honoring all of that, and then honoring all of the beautiful things that come, because without darkness there can be no light, without light there can be no darkness. Everything ebbs and flows and ebbs and flows and ebbs and flows. And so to truly do the work, you have to honor your own personal part in your narrative. I need to honor my part in my narrative. I need to honor the fact that I have created low self-esteem for myself, for an example. That's me. I need to pull myself to a higher level of self-esteem for me and for the people around me, but especially for me, if I want to feel healthy and whole and sound. And so one of the things I've been working on is, yes, giving away plants, turning out artwork, changing paint, you know, shedding and rebuilding and shedding and rebuilding. But also, as I do this, I'm opening space. I'm opening space for new, amazing, loyal, devoted, talented hairdressers who are committed to their own personal growth, as well as the growth of the collective of the shop. I'm opening up to more positive energy, collaboration, connections with new people, and reconnecting with the people who have been in my life forever, and opening up space for a potential partnership, which, as most of you know, I haven't had for quite some time. Certainly not a trusting partnership in any way, shape, or form. So I think as we shed, we can really feel gratitude, because we can honor that it took that shedding in order to get to where we are today. So one of the things I want to do is to shed this hair, and so part of this video is also going to be that. So hopefully that'll be inspiring. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shave all of this hair off now. So say goodbye to this ponytail, say goodbye to this narrative, say goodbye to this old, dingy, dirty hair. Oh my God, the pony's so cute. Am I ready for this? I don't know. Okay, here I am in the hot seat, ready to shed all of this hair. So, here we go. Well, that's that. Here's the new look. Natural. Yeah, so shedding narratives, shedding false identities, shedding old hair, old styles, old ideas. Who cares? Just shed them all. You are what's inside of you, not what's on your head, not your outfits. Yes, this is a reflection of your style, of your vibrancy, of who you are on the inside, but then let it be that. Don't let it be something that gets all jumbled up and weird on the inside. And you know, as much as I've been looking forward to shaving my head again, I have been so resistant to it, I guess because I don't know what 42-year-old me looks like with a bald head, and I don't know who 42-year-old me is. The last time I shaved my head I was 29 going on 30, and I started growing it out, and I had all that length for so long, and that was really fun too. But I'm a short-haired girl, so it's really fun to have short hair again. But yeah, time to figure out who this bitch is. So catch me on the streets looking super sweet, and let me go become the art that I'm wishing to create in the world. So thanks for tuning in. See you later.